Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for watching my videos. This video is in a series of videos where we will be covering roles and responsibilities of Chief Officer. We have started this series with the roles and responsibilities of the Master. Then we had discussed about DPA and Company Security Officer. And after that we will discuss Chief Officer roles and responsibility now. Let's go into the presentation. Chief Officer. The Chief Officer performs many functions. Basically, what we will be doing is we will go through each function which is required to be done on board and the Chief Officer's role in that function. Okay, the first function. How important is the Chief Officer rank? Okay, this question can be asked. Who is Chief Officer? Why we need a Chief Officer on board? Okay, basically he is the second in command of the vessel or the ship. Basically, if Master is incapacitated or he is not able to perform his duties due to any reason, then Chief Officer is the next in command. He takes over the command from the Master. In the case of emergency, it doesn't matter whether the Chief Officer has Master's license or no. So, whoever the Chief Officer's position, he takes the command of the vessel. Okay, that is the Chief Officer's importance. There is something called a safe manning document for every ship. Safe manning document is a document issued by the flag of the vessel which tells which are all the ranks which need to be on the ship. So Chief Officer is very much on the list and he has to be there on the ship every time. Okay, there are circumstances where we have to sign off the Chief Officer in case of emergency or medical emergency or something. In that case, we can take a dispensation from the flag. All these are very detailedly covered in my another video which I have made only for the safe manning document. Please go and watch through the video for getting more knowledge on the safe manning document. Okay, so we have understood that rank of Chief Officer is very important on the ship. What is the role in navigation function? Navigation is basically the operating of the vessel or the ship from A to B, taking the vessel from port A to port B. So in that, the Chief Officer usually performs the morning 4 to 8 and the evening 4 to 8 watch. Again, this is very generic and it depends a lot on the number of people on board, number of crew on board, the vessel's trading pattern and the size of the vessel. There can be so many considerations for this to change. Okay, so this is the very generic arrangement where the Chief Officer keeps morning 4 to 8 and the evening 4 to 8 watches. Okay, other than that, he doesn't contribute much basically to the navigation per se, except for the keeping of watches. What is the role in cargo function? Cargo function is the most important task of the Chief Officer. He is the cargo officer on board and he is in charge of all the cargo operations, the loading operations, the carrying of cargo from point A to point B or port A to port B and the discharging of cargo. The whole cycle of cargo operations is controlled and supervised by the Chief Officer. Okay, so in case of tank cleaning is required, in case of tankers and in case of bulk carriers you need hold cleaning. All these cargo related operations are also supervised directly by the Chief Officer. He is responsible directly for the cargo carried and cargo operations on the ship. Always he also will be supervised by the Master. What is the role in ship maintenance? Ship maintenance, again, this is a very important part of the Chief Officer as he is the head of the deck department. Okay, Master is the overall head, Chief Officer is the in charge of the deck department, Chief Engineer is the in charge of the engine department. Okay, so as being the head of deck department, he ensures all the deck side ship is well maintained with regards to cleaning and painting. Okay, so he has the overall responsibility of maintaining the ship on the deck side. It's not only maintenance, doesn't mean only painting, it also means the greasing and oiling of all the machineries which are there on the deck side for the ship to operate smoothly. What is the role in ship operation? Ship operation again is what is the day-to-day operation of the ship. For example, the vessel might berth, unberth, the loading arms are connected, the hoses are connected, the pipelines are maintained. All these operations are all controlled by the chief officer and supervised by him. Okay, so on the deck side, he is in charge of the all kinds of operation also conducted on board, supported by the junior officers and supervised by the master. What is the role of chief officer in ship safety? In case of ship safety, again he is in charge for the deck side. There are cases of emergencies where he has to lead the team to tackle the emergency. Safety also means he is the safety officer of the ship, and he always observes and interjects in case of unsafe operations being carried out on board. He is also ensures the safety in case of tank entry or tank cleaning, or in case of jobs which are other than normal, to ensure all the safety checklists are followed on the deck side. What is the role in ship security? He is also the security officer in most of the companies. He has a special course which is called the ship security officer course, which is required by him, and he performs the action of the ship security officer. He coordinates and conducts all the drills with related to security. He ensures all the security equipments are maintained very well under the supervision of the master. What is the role of emergencies? Again, as I mentioned, emergencies, he is the head of the emergency party 1 in case of emergencies on the deck side. It can be fire, it can be flooding, or it can be any other emergency where there is a team which is required to head into the emergency and reduce the urgency. That is headed by the chief officer on the deck side. He is very familiar with the deck side, so hence any emergency team formed on the deck side will be headed by the chief officer. Usually in case of emergency, the chief officer heads the emergency team, and masters always stay on the bridge for communication, internal and external. This completes a short video on the roles and responsibilities of chief officer. I am sure you have got good knowledge on what chief officer actually does on board. Please do like and share this video if you feel others also will benefit from this video as you have been done. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.